Well, it's Saturday and we're back at the old house site, and we got another large scent. What it looks like. That'll be the fourth large scent here so far, and let's see what it is. Every large scent I've ever found so far has been Victoria. Let's see if the ground changes it up a little bit and see what we got. Oh, I can see the it's 1900 something. My first 1900s here. I think this might be an Eddy. Well, indeed it is. My first Eddy ever. And it's 1902. And in pretty good shape, like all the others. First find of the day. See you on the next. We got a pretty big signal here. 60s, 70s, the AT Pro. Looks like we got a spoon this time. Not sure what it is, probably copper. Maybe it was silver at one time. Or might even be, I see lots of rust on it, so maybe it's just steel, I don't know. We'll check it out later on the wrap up. See you on the next. Well, it really pays to go slow and low, like they say. I've been over this area already. And I found 3 coins. I decided to redo the area I'd already done. And this is the 3rd one I found in that area. And this looks like my first George V finally. That indeed it is. And it is looks like the first year, 1920. Excellent. See you on the next. Oh, we got a big loud copper signal in the hole, mixed with a bunch of iron tones as well, but I believe we've got a clock part. Let's see. Yes, definitely. Definitely a clock gear. Nice. Lots of nice finds here. See you on the next. Well, we're back out at the old house site, the old farm site. And I cleared a new area here, adjacent to the one. There wasn't anything over there, but going further this way, we got our first silver. That's what it looks like. I don't want to rub it, so this used to be the gate to the farm. This one stone down here, carved limestone, used to be on top of that. And they put a little bowl in the top. Looks like they used to have something on it, like a planter or maybe one of those concrete balls you see. See you on the next. Well, it's only been a minute and about 3 or 4 feet away, and we've got more silver. We've got another dime. Awesome. Guess this place is saving the best for last, although those large cents are pretty darn sweet though. I gotta get myself a spray bottle. See what it is. The last one the last one was George the 6th. Don't know the year yet though. But we'll see what this is on the wrap up. See you on the next. So we're back at the old farm site by the highway. As you can see by the wireless headphones, I'm using my Equinox 800. Second time trying it out here. Not too much luck on the first time, but I'm getting used to it. So we got a signal in the hole ringing up 24, 23, 24, and I see a small penny. Like everything here, it's more likely be a George the 6th, but possibly George the 5th. I've been over this area quite a few times, so we'll see what the 800 does, what it picks up in comparison with the AT Pro with the 5x8 coil, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see what we got here. And we've got a George the 5th. Sweet. Just the second one out of here. And I see 1932. Beauty. Oh, that's nice. That's a beauty. That's a nice shape. Look at that. Awesome stuff. See you on the next. Oh, we're back out at the old house, the old farm site, and things are starting to green up, so it's not going to be too much longer. We got a good target in the hole. It's high 30s with the Minelab Equinox 800. So let's see what we got. It might be silver. I'm not sure exactly what it is. We're gonna have to wait till we get it cleaned up to see. We'll see you on the next. Well, we got a good signal here in the mid-20s, so we'll try a live dig and see what happens here. See what might come out. Lots of junk in the ground here, lots of broken glass and other stuff, so let's just see what might be in the hole. Sounds big. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Let's Appears to be copper. It's definitely copper. Oh, I think it's... might be part of a lantern. I did find the top. I didn't film it, but not too far from here, so maybe this is the missing piece. Looks a lot like it. I'll see you on the next. Well, I had a good signal, jumping in the high 30s, 20s, sort of all over the place. And we got a pocket watch. Looks like the covers aren't on it. Well, there's a lot of steel on the inside, which is strange looking. It's giving off a lot of mixed tones. See if we can see if maybe there's more of it. But this whole area is demolition from when they tore down the house. Just soil mixed with brick and all sorts of other stuff. So you never know what you can find in here. Who knows what was left in the house, and then they just bulldozed it and stuff just got buried along with it. See you on the next. Well, it's been almost a year, I guess, since the hunt at the forgotten farm, the long forgotten farm, and I never really did a proper wrap up to the video because at the time I was still I hadn't done any YouTube videos at that point. I was filming stuff, but it wouldn't be till months later that I started posting anything. So we're gonna do a wrap up of the hello there. We're gonna do a wrap up of some of the a few of the finds that we didn't film, and a bunch of the iron stuff that we dug out there that I never got a chance to show yet. So I guess we'll first start off with you guys seen in the video the old well. This is actually the base for the hand pump that came off that well. There's the copper pipe that I guess attached previously, and this is Canadian made. It's got a mark on it. It says I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I can move the tripod into the light. This isn't working that great, but anyway, we got says London, Ontario. Can't get the name of the company off it though, but yeah, it was an interesting. It was just sitting there on top of the ground near the well, so didn't even really need to be dug. So that was kind of a cool find. And we'll just go into the bucket and bring up some other stuff we got here. This doohickey, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe someone can tell me. I'm thinking it might have been one of those barn door slide things. I think it had this is where the wheel would have been on this part, and that would have attached to the door, and then it would have, if anybody's familiar with those sliding barn doors, that's probably what it is. And I believe this is probably the wheel that may have come off of it, or this could be off of one of those pulleys for bringing hay bales up into the barn, possibly. Neat little find. I'm not sure what this is. It's some sort of cast iron decorative. Might have even been a lamp base. But I got two pieces of it. It's really, really corroded. Probably it was sitting in the ground for, well, at least 60 some years. So let's see what's next. And we got an assortment of old chain links and such. I guess from various farm equipment things, purposes. Some sort of metal ring. Not sure what that's from. Maybe someone can let me know. And some sort of cast iron thingy. Says it's got a patent date here. Something else on the top. It might be just decoration. I think it is. Might be from an old furnace, coal furnace maybe. And this might even be part of it too, I'm not sure. It's got something, Knox, oh something, manufacturing company. Don't know if that's Germany or some town that starts with a GER, not sure. Hinge, the nails, I think the wood is long rotted away because the nails are still sort of sitting out like that. Bunch of these, you guys probably know what these are. These are off those the hay cutters teeth. Another one. Quite a few of those out there. And some really old hook device. This one looks hand forged. Oh, this is interesting. It's another one of those teeth, but it's got a nail through it. So, I don't know, maybe someone reused it for something, possibly. And one of these things. I think this is off of a piece of, oh, I can't remember now. I know it's off of a farm implement, but I can't quite remember what though. But I know these are common to find on old farms. Neat little looking thing. And a couple other little doohickeys. I think this is some sort of chain off of a type of farm equipment, and no idea what that thing is. But yeah, that was a bunch of the finds then. We were using the AT Pro, so we were picking up lots of iron stuff, and yeah, let's put this away and go see the other stuff we picked up, the higher tone stuff. Yeah, first thing we got, I think it's some kind of die-cast metal. It looks decorative. Has some sort of coating on it. I'm not sure what that's from, but probably not too old. Maybe 50s or so. And there's that die-cast toy again. It's got a big hole in the back. That thing got messed up pretty bad. And we got some sort of brass chain. Don't know what it was for. A tap, a handle, I guess. Not sure where that was off of. Curtain rod holder, I'm thinking. Look at the size of it. It's not too large, but that seems probably about right. It's brass, but it's got, I guess, a tin coating on it. Now, these were a couple of surface finds. This, I guess it's ceramic or glass, sort of flower thing. It's pretty. And a doorknob. I'm not sure what kind of metal that is, but when I detected it, it came up a diggable tone, so yeah, it was interesting. The crotal bell. Let's see, it was broken. I'm not sure. I don't think I broke it because when I first dug it, the cracked edges were not fresh. So, but this was my first crotal bell ever. Still got the dinger in it, but doesn't really ding very well. Yeah, the watch. Pretty beat up shape. I don't think it even has the face anymore. It's pretty much rotted away. And the clock gear, probably out of one of those large grandfather clocks. I'm thinking maybe this could be part of it. I know it's brass and it's something that you would have, that's made for turning. So I don't know if that has something to do with that. A bunch of miscellaneous stuff. This I'm not sure of. I've seen another video where someone found something that looks like this, and I don't know if anybody can tell me what that could be. Almost looks like you open it and something comes out of it, like a tin for some sort of powder material. And we got this. This is all I could find of it. It's another crotal bell. It's very thin metal. This is the top. That's about all I could find. So, and the lantern parts. This is definitely a lantern part. And this is, I believe, another part. I'm not sure if that went on there or not, but it's very interesting. And then we have 5 spoons we found. That one's definitely iron, a couple of silver plated. These 2 would have been silver plated, but all the plating is gone now. I think we got, let's see, it's William Rogers. This one is interesting because I believe this one was used as a planting tool. Someone fashioned it. I guess you'd put the seed down through there and it looks like it would come out the end here. Or you could put the seeds in the little holes there and they would fall into the soil, or maybe you would just use the point of this to make the hole for your seed when you're planting. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's pretty old. It's got the old Hallmark style marks on it. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And a bunch of miscellaneous brass chain, maybe from, I don't know what it could have been off of, but there was a whole pile of pieces of it. I guess it was all in one pile and then it all came apart. Brass gets pretty brittle in the ground, it seems. Then we got these buckles. This is interesting. It looks fairly old, I'm thinking. It's kind of a neat one. And these are probably horse tack buckles, I guess. They've got like a tin coating on them. The harmonica I'm just keeping in this bag. It's pretty fragile, so I just want to keep that in there. The wood is almost decayed from in between the reeds, and that's about all that's left of it. Pocket knife, which the inside, the iron part of it's pretty rotten, and a lot of it's totally decayed away. This was an interesting find. I think this is 40s and 50s, so this would have been pretty modern at the time that this place was abandoned in the 50s. And appears to, I can't really see it on here, but I recall seeing that it was made in Japan. So that's definitely sometime after the war. Pretty neat little find there. This Michael from the Canadian Metal Detecting Forum helped me with this, IDing this. It's a button or a protector for when you're polishing buttons on like a military uniform, or I guess you could use it for any uniform. But this leads me to believe that someone in this household had served in World War I, and might explain why the British 1899 penny was on the farm. In the teens, during World War I, those coins of that age would have been pretty prevalent in circulation. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hope to do some more hunting there this year, and maybe I'll find some. Maybe a military button would be kind of cool to find. Would be a neat one. But yeah, that's all for the for all the relics here, and we'll get out there again this spring and see what else we can find and do another video then. Until then, thanks for watching, and bye for now.